Under the mango tree in the backyard, a kerosene lamp the only lighting, the rustle of the chickens in the hut, and the musky smell of the day's sun. We children would sit around on the dry grass, the red earth marking our new white trainers, and we would wait for my grandmother to begin. Yes, yes, my own great-grandfather, can you imagine? One day he was walking into the forest to tap for rubber. The next moment he was gone, just like that. Uh-oh, his wife, my great-grandmother, she wailed. Yes, she wailed because she knew. She knew that the slave catchers had taken him. Such a strong, handsome man. How could they not want him? But here she was left with 4 children to raise and to feed and to keep safe from the captures. At this point, we would fidget and dig our fingers into the red earth, hoping that grandmother would not begin to give us the history lesson. Because sometimes she could do that. And there were so many good stories she could tell us. We didn't want to hear the sad ones. Such a hard life my great-grandmother had. Except for the magic she could make. See this? And she would take a piece of binning cloth, and we would all touch it and nod and admire, although we didn't think it was as good as the t-shirts we had brought from home. Satisfied, she continued her story. Your ancestors made cloth. Binning cloth is the finest you can find. It was always so, even though some say it was cano cloth that was the best, but no. Why, there was a man, a white man who came from a place called Lancashire. And at this point, we children would look at each other and grin, because we knew Lancashire, it was where we lived. But to my grandmother, it was a place of mystery, somewhere she had never been. Yes, this man from Lancashire, he was a cotton trader, and even he admired my great-grandmother's cloth. But we didn't believe her, really, because we'd studied the Industrial Revolution in school, and this man who visited my ancestors had never been mentioned in our books. Each week she would send her daughters to market to trade her cloth. They would bring back salt and spices, yam and sweet potato, and she would make stew and would tell them stories of their father so they would never forget him. By this time we'd be wanting to go because we knew that it was not a good story day, and the mosquitoes would be feasting on our bare arms, and the heat would be making our clothes stick to our bodies, and we would be hoping that mother would shout for us to bathe and go to bed. Because there was always the next day and the next, when grandma could tell us happy stories.